Honorable Minister of Communications, Executive Director of the GDNR, and convener of the Ghana Internet Governance Forum, President of the Internet Society, Ghana Chapter, Internet Service Providers, civil society organizations, academia, private sector, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this virtual Ghana Internet Governance Program, organized under the auspices of the Ministry of Communications and the conveners. The Ghana Domain Name Registry, the agency responsible for GH domain name operations, and the Internet Society Ghana Chapter. The Internet has become part and parcel of our lives, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic era, with all interactions and businesses happening online. The IGF is to facilitate the exchange of information and best practices, discuss public policy issues, and identify emergent issues in the Internet and bring them to the attention of relevant bodies. So far, Ghana has organized IGFs since 2006, with subsequent ones in 2011, 2015, 2016, and 2019. The 2020 Virtual Ghana GF theme, Building a Resilient, Inclusive, and Safer Internet in Ghana During Pandemics, is aimed at harmonizing stakeholders' views on the effective use of the Internet by everyone in crisis, how to take advantage of the full benefits of the Internet for sustainability. I'm very glad that the theme is relevant to our current situation, particularly as we are now dependent on the Internet such that almost everything we do, we have to use it. In its early days, the Internet was a static network designed to shuttle a small freight of bytes or a short message between two terminals. It was a repository of information where content was published and maintained only by expert codes. Today, however, immense quantities of information are uploaded and downloaded over the electronic platform, and the content is very much our own. For now, we are all commentators, publishers, and creators. The content is now available and accessible to anyone with internet connection. To further encourage transparency within governance, the passage of the Right to Information Bill, that is granting access to information and contributing to stability in governance last year, is a step at ensuring that any Ghanaian who is over 18 years has a right to request for information from any public institution, provided that information is not exempted under Act 8989. As we increasingly conduct our lives online, shopping, socializing, and sharing information, our digital rights, particularly the rights to privacy and freedom of expression, are becoming more important and sometimes controversial. We need to understand how our data is being used by companies, governments, individuals, and whether it is being handled fairly and scrupulously or abused in any manner. To further promote the development of the internet space in Ghana, the government has established the Ghana Domain Name Registry, GDNR, to manage .gh domain names. The GDNR is currently undergoing some transitional processes, after which it will assume its full responsibility as the manager of the Ghana Country Code Top-Level Domain, CCTLD. Among GDNR's objectives is the engagement of the local internet community to receive inputs on policy developments, hence the convening of this all-important forum, the Ghana IGF. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand the youth IGF held yesterday focused on the advancing the youth access to the internet and digital tools in times of pandemics. These, I believe, are relevant topics for this period of our national crisis. Our government is doing its part to ensure the right atmosphere for the proper use of the internet, and particularly with regard to control measures concerning the pandemic that we all know so well about. A careful enemy of COVID-19 is human movement and traffic. We need to shape the application of ICT in the delivery of a full gamut of services. Family shopping generally can be done remotely, and orders of individuals placed and supplies made to a large extent on a family doorstep. The horizons of internet banking, for example, the payment also of bills, etc., are witnessing new dimensions, and the parameters must be deepened further in the present circumstances. Students, pupils from tertiary to kindergarten levels are now home due to the COVID. We need to develop mechanisms whereby all pupils and students will benefit from online systems, which will enable them to continue with their education. Searches and registration on lands, births, deaths, and filing of court cases, as well as court pleadings, are some of the factors which compel human mobility and congregation of persons, including the need to pick cards at even hospitals. Mandatorily, we should enhance our services through remote applications in this connection. Day by day, it becomes eminently apparent that ICT is the future, and the future is ICT. If people are being called upon to stay at home, and if people should work anyway to earn a living, then new applications must direct our various activities. We should empower more citizens in the application, lest unemployment figures will continue to shoot up. Not only should this be an urban phenomenon and also something for the elite, but also it requires that we must penetrate to the hinterland as well. Ladies and gentlemen, ICT should not become only a privilege of the few. In fact, unless a social equalization policy and programs are devised and launched in connection with the gap between the urban and rural areas, between the rich and the poor, this will definitely hinder national development as a whole. And of course, it will mean rural, urban movements will be increased in the future. Furthermore, the gender factor should be taken into account because we need equalization in our gender matters of the nation. Advisedly, the Honorable Minister for Communications has taken steps in this direction, and I trust it will go a long way to help the nation. The current development must be mindful of the equalitarian dimension of the process. Ladies and gentlemen, in Parliament, we've got an e-governance program that we are about to start in order to make Parliament more accessible to the people as a whole. And in fact, by the virtual Parliament, we are examining ways and means of ensuring that We do not congregate necessarily in order to do the work of Parliament. As a former minister for communications myself, I commend the very brilliant Honorable Minister most highly for the excellent work that she's doing to make ICT and allied practices a useful and integral tool for national development and good governance. I wish you all very fruitful deliberations in this all-important encounter. Good luck.